Hi everybody, I'm Lex and I just finished up my big eyeshadow project pan, so I need something else to take its place, and that something else will be Pan That Palette! You probably already know this, you saw the title. This is going to be my first time ever doing a Pan That Palette and I'm very excited. I wanted to make this a little bit easier on myself because I've never done a Pan That Palette. I don't know what my progress will be like. I know that I'm not the best at hitting pan in eyeshadow, so we'll see how it goes. And I wanted to give myself a pretty easy palette to do that. I did put up a little poll on my in my community tab, in my post tab, to get your guys' vote on some palettes that I handpicked, some of my older, more neutral palettes. And the one that got the most votes, and the one that I was secretly hoping would win, actually I think two of them were like tied, but this one was one of the ones that had the most. I decided to go for this one out of the two palettes that tied because it is my oldest palette. The oldest palette that I own, pretty much. This is the Technic Mega Mattes eyeshadow palette. I don't even think they do this one anymore. They do like several different variations of these palettes, but not this original one anymore, I don't think. This was one of the first eyeshadow palettes I ever owned. It was a staple of my high school makeup looks. And it's got a lot of pans going on. These are all very neutral shades, and a lot of them have pans or big dips already, as you can see, so I thought this would be quite easy to use. And it'll be pretty much the main eyeshadow palette that I'll be using this coming month. So let me talk you through these. We have what I used to call like 6 light shades and 6 dark shades. This counts as one of the dark ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light shades, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dark shades. I don't like that they're not exactly in order, but it works, okay? And I have pan in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these shades. And I'm super close to hitting pan on this. As you can see, there's like a little glimmer, but I don't count that as pan just yet. It's like there's a weird dip, and I need to get under the dip to really count this as a pan. This is super close to pan. This lightest shade is very close to pan. They all have big dips, even if they don't have pan quite yet. And these are not the most pigmented colours anymore. They are ancient. They're over 10 years old. So I wouldn't be surprised if these were pretty powdery and I just kind of flew through them quite quickly. That's kind of the pros of this palette though, is it'll go quite fast and I can use it for work, I can use it for anything I need. So yes, this will be the Pan That palette for this year. Very exciting stuff. However, I don't want to get bored throughout the year just using those same neutral mattes every day. So I wanted to roll in a new palette every month to be like a companion palette that will let me use some of my shimmers, some of my more colourful colours, and get some variety, so I'm not just using the exact same mattes every day. The companion palette for January will be my Beauty Crop Oui Cherie palette. This is just a little quintet of pinky, mostly shimmers. I gave this to my mum when it was brand new, and other than being a little bit dirty, she hasn't really used it all too much. So this will be my focus palette. It'll be nice to bring in some of these pinks to sort of warm up looks, and some shimmers to add a bit of pop. I will be tracking uses on both my Pan That palette and my companion palette. This is just going to be my companion palette for January, and I'll switch these out every month to get a different colour story going, to get some interest. And let's see how these two palettes go. I'm really, really excited. Let's see how it goes. Yes. That's kind of it. I don't really know how to wrap this video up. Keep watching for updates on all of this. I will tell you how many times I used each of these shades next month, and we can watch some progress in my Pan That palette this year. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned on my channel for more intros, finales, and updates this month. There is a lot going on, so I hope to see you there. Bye!